Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Henley Lady Hornets basketball tonight on MyBasin.com. Tonight, coming to you live from inside the Hornets Nest as the Henley Hornets host the Crater Comets. Glad to be with you tonight. My name is Josh Eldridge. A pair of the two best teams in Southern Oregon going at it tonight. Crater, of course, coming in as 5A's number 4 ranked team with a 16-4 record. Henley, 4A's number 5 best team with a 15-4 overall record. These two teams met once earlier this season. It was game number 2 of the year for Henley back at the Central Oregon Tip-Off Classic, a game which Crater won 80-57. It's one of the few teams that Coach Randy Denton in his tenure here at Henley has yet to beat. Henley is 0-4 against the Comets in his tenure here as Henley head coach. Coming off of a state championship win in the 5A classification last year against South Albany, Crater coming into tonight's matchup winners of each of their last 2 games, although one league loss came at the hands of Springfield. Springfield giving the Comets a run for their money in the Midwestern League. Meantime, Henley has a firm control of the Skyline Conference in the 4A classification. Both of these teams poised for a high playoff seed and trying to tune up against each other here tonight in Klamath Falls. We're going to take a quick break on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll dive a little bit more into each of these two teams, talk about what's happened since they met back earlier in the year, and square you up for what's sure to be a good one tonight from Henley High School. The Hornets host the Comets, and you've got it on MyBasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies, it's more than the scenery. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
Josh Eldridge, glad to be back with you tonight, live from Henley High School, the second leg of what's going to be a back-to-back for the Henley Hornets. Winners of their last 9 straight ball games, most recently last night against Klamath Union, securing the season sweep of the Pels, 74-33 there. Another great night for Michaela Schroeder, 19 points for her in that contest. Lily Fassell had 13 points. Gretchen Sheen had 12. Crater coming off a win their last time out as well, 56-27 against North Eugene. Although the game before that, they notched their season high in scoring against Ashland, defeating the Grizzlies 98-12 back on February 3rd. That's a lopsided game if I've ever seen it. Again, these teams met back on December 5th. It was an 80-57 win for the Crater Comets. Crater started the season 3-0. and then went on to lose 3 straight. It started with a rematch of the 5A state championship game last year, 58-49. They fell to South Albany. Then they played Jesuit, lost to them 66-61, and then they played Tualatin and lost 55-41. They had about 6 days of a layoff before their next game, and that would be against the Bend Lava Bears. Came on December 19th. At that point, Crater had run off a string of 11 wins in a row before that winning streak was eventually snapped back on January 30th against Springfield, who is having a great season themselves. Springfield is 18-2. They lead the Midwestern League. They have the number 2 ranking in the OSAA classification, or the 5A classification, rather. Crater is in second place in the Midwestern League. Eagle Point is 5-2 in the Midwestern League, and they are in third place. North Eugene is 4-4. Thurston is 2-6. Ashland and Churchill both 1-7 to round out the Midwestern League. The top 3 teams in the Midwestern League make the automatic bids for the 16-team OSAA playoff, and then they take 2 at-large bids after that. So if the season were to end today, it'd be Springfield, Crater, and Eagle Point, which isn't a bad group out of that league. We take a look now at the Skyline Conference, which Henley has skated right on through. 8-0 in league play, 15-4 overall. 4-3 is the Mazama Vikings. They're one step ahead of Klamath Union in third place at 4-4. Phoenix is 2-6. Hidden Valley is 2-7. That's how the Skyline Conference shakes out right now. And similarly in the, well, I guess dissimilarly in the Midwestern League, only 2 Skyline Conference teams make the postseason, and right now it's a race for second place. Henley has clinched at least one of the spots coming out of the Skyline Conference, and if they are able to win on Friday, they'll have clinched it outright. But, of course, getting ahead of ourselves because we've got a good one for you coming up tonight as they host the Crater Comets. We're going to step aside one final time here on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll introduce you to the starting lineups for both of these teams, and we'll be ready for tip-off between the Henley Hornets and the Crater Comets, and you've got it all right here on mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games, all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right, we've got like particular ways of movement that we want, we don't want to necessarily correct because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local community engaged.
Josh Eldridge back with you on mybasin.com ahead of tip-off tonight between the Crater Comets and the Henley Hornets. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the starting lineups for the visitors tonight. The Crater Comets, starting a sophomore, number 14, Jasmine Fernandez. Number 21, a freshman, Brinley Young. Number 22, a sophomore, Haley Plankenhorn. Number 23, a senior, Madison Kitchen. And the reigning 5A Player of the Year, number 31, a senior, Taylor Young. The Comets are coached by Amber Adkisson. She's assisted by Matt Martin and Mike Jacobson. And now the starting five for your hometown Henley Hornets. Starting at guard, number 1, a senior standing 5'5", Kennedy Modine. Number 3, a junior standing 5'5", Preston Shade. Number 4, a senior standing 5'9", Lily Fassell. Number 15, a sophomore standing 6 foot tall, Michaela Schroeder. And number 22, a sophomore standing 5'7", Gretchen Sheen. The Hornets are coached by Randy Denson. He's assisted by Heidi Friend and Kevin Petrick. Our officials tonight from the Klamath Falls Basketball Officials Association. If you are interested in becoming an athletic official, it's real easy to get started. They're always looking for new help. Visit osaa.org/officials to get started today. Certain to be a good one tonight inside the Hornets Nest. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It is two of the best teams in Southern Oregon squaring off tonight. And it'll be Michaela Schroeder and Taylor Young that was Brindley Young in the circle to get things started. Henley wins the opening tip-off. It's Gretchen Sheen who races inside. She's unable to hit the open bucket, but Henley recollects the offensive rebound, and they back it back out. Here's Preston Shade along the right side. They give it up to Lily Fassell, who drives into the middle of the paint, tries to use the glass to lay it up and in, not able to bring it in. Madison Kitchen with the rebound. Here on the near side is Fernandez. She triggers a three, hits back iron, no, and Michaela Schroeder wrestles away the rebound. Both teams empty on their first possession, but Henley coming the other way. Here's Lily Fassell. She gives it up to Preston Shade, head of the key. Now over to Kennedy Modine. She thought about a deep one, but then gives it up to Sheen. Back to Modine on that left wing. They try to get it to Fassell in the corner, but the freshman Brindley Young is able to tip that one out of bounds. Younger sister, of course, to team captain Taylor Young. Stand out there again, reigning 5A Player of the Year. Here's Preston Shade, gives it up to Gretchen Sheen. Now back to Shade on the wing, back to Sheen in the corner. Sheen's going to try one from distance and banks it in. Gretchen Sheen with the first 3 points tonight gives Henley a lead. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Crater looking for an answer. They get it down low to Fernandez, who uses the glass but can't score. Crater does get their own offensive rebound. Working it around, it's tipped up. Crater nearly loses it, but then they get the ball into Young. Then to Fernandez from the left side. She is able to score and has 2 points here for the Comets. Jasmine Fernandez on the board. Preston Shade picks up the dribble in the backcourt, gives it ahead to Modine. She tries one from the right wing, not going to go. Rebound is collected by Crater. Here comes Taylor Young. Has it now between the circles, operating with the right hand. Backs back out beyond the arc, guarded by the sophomore Sheen. Gets it underneath to Plankenhorn. She tries one from the baseline, not going to get it. Fernandez with the offensive board, put back, no good. And Fassell gets the glass. She's going to push it ahead here for Henley. Preston Shade now on the left wing. Shade guarded by Young is going to give it up to Modine, head of the key. Now back to Shade. Shade gets it to Sheen on the left block, feels the pressure. Now over to Modine. Modine's going to try another three. This time finds it. Kennedy Modine, a triple for Henley, gives them a 6-2 advantage. 5:51 to go in the first quarter. Taylor Young bringing the ball up the floor here for Crater. Gives it up to Fernandez on the near side wing. Guarded there by Shade. Ball goes around into Young on the right side. Again picked up by Sheen. Pass goes into the far corner. Fernandez, a three to respond. Not going to hit it. The rebound falls to Madison Kitchen. She's not going to get the putback. She looks banged up on the backside of that play. Henley trying to bring the ball up the floor, but Kitchen stays down. We're going to take a quick, maybe no 30-second timeout. She gets up after the whistle's blown. And Coach Atkinson going to come out and talk to her. Want to send her over to the trainer's table. And so checking in for Crater is going to be McKenna Hyatt, a junior. In for Henley, Shoshani Pappas and J.C. Ladner. And it'll be Henley basketball on the near sideline. 5:27 to go in the first quarter. They have a 6-2 lead. Timeout called by Crater, and we'll take it along with them. Again, 6-2, 5:27 to go in the first. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Your
your goals? To get stronger, move better, feel healthier? Whatever you are aiming for, Harbor Isles is here to help you. They have brand new cardio and strength equipment. Harbor Isles offers indoor tennis courts, 4 indoor pickleball courts, energizing group classes, expert personal trainers, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to guide you every step of the way. No matter what your goals are, Harbor Isles has everything you need to reach those goals. Stop by and see the difference for yourself. Harbor Isles, lose those reins and get your gains.
2.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6-2, Henley leads Crater. And it'll be Henley basketball coming out of the break. Facel inbounds to Preston Shade, and we are off and moving. Shade has it there on the left side. Guarded by Young, gets it underneath to Pappas at the free throw line, is able to find Facel at the baseline, and she gets the close lay in to drop. Lily Facel up and in for 2. Here's Young into the front court for Crater, pushing in low against Pappas, pulls up at the free throw line, and it rolls in. And that'll be 2 points for Taylor Young. 8-4 the score. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pass intended for Ladner over her head. Tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Crater. And so it'll be Henley basketball. Ladner inbounds in the backcourt to Preston Shade. Shade guarded head of the key by Brinley Young. Gives it up to J.C. Ladner. Defender for Ladner is Addison Griffin. She backs off for just a moment. No, pardon me. That's Jasmine Fernandez. They get it to Shoshani Pappas. She tries to drive baseline. Good find to Schroeder down low. And 2 more for Henley. Those are the first 2 points for Michaela Schroeder tonight. And Henley back out in front by 6. It's 10-4. Pass comes to Fernandez again on the near wing. She passes up a chance at a 3 to give it up to Taylor Young. Young behind her back dribble. Gives it out to Fernandez again. This time she does try the wing 3, and she connects. 5 points for Jasmine Fernandez. It's 10-7. Henley leads Crater. Pappas from the right side. Dribbles by her defender. Gets 8 feet out with the left hand. Not able to finish. The rebound falls to the Comets. Ahead to Taylor Young. She's got it on the left wing. Dribbles straight into a triple. Not able to connect. The long rebound is chased down in the corner by Michaela Schroeder. Schroeder racing ahead here for Henley. Going to try to give it up to Ladner, but she was stepping out of bounds. That was good defense by Crater, trying to trap Schroeder at half court. And it worked that time. Kennedy Modine checks in. Gretchen Sheen returns. I believe this is also the first we'll see of Senya Campos tonight as well. Pass comes to Jasmine Fernandez into the front court. Ball around the horn into the hands of Brinley Young. She's got it on the right side, guarded there by Kennedy Modine. Again, Fernandez tries a wing triple, hits front iron. The rebound is won by Crater, put back up and in by Taylor Young. She's now got 4 points tonight. Pass goes ahead to Senya Campos, has it from the left block. She's fouled. She'll be shooting 2. 10-9, Henley leads, 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Senya Campos to the line. Senya last night against Klamath Union had 4 points. All of them were in the first half, and she misses her first free throw there. Got a second one coming up. That one is good. Gives Henley a 2-point lead. It's the back half of her free throws, and 11-9 our score. Taylor Young bringing it up here for Crater. Has it center court. Now gives it up to Fernandez on the left side once more. Now into the hands of Plankenhorn. She kicks it to Young on the right side. Finds some room at the free throw line, and then outside to Fernandez again. She gets the dish underneath to Plankenhorn, who knocks it down from the mid-range, tied up at 11. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Shade almost loses the pass on the inbound and then does, trying to bring it up the floor. She steals it right back. A bit of hot potato here as Gretchen Sheen gets into the front court, but not before Shade travels. And so, tough defense being played here by the Comets. Again, it's been some time since Henley's really been tested this season. Skyline Conference hasn't offered much competition, or at least close competition, as a quick 3 pulled up and missed by Crater. It's going to be a good test tonight for Henley to play a really good team, and I think the same goes for Crater. And they're going to charge a foul to, I believe that was Taylor Young. That's her first and the second for Crater. And I was going to say the Comets, again, they're not tested a ton during league play as well. Like I said, a 98-12 win. They've got a 67-15 win in league play, 61-19. So they're having a lot of the same wins that Henley is this season. So good test tonight for both teams. Senya Campos has it at the free throw line, kicks it outside to Shade, then to Sheen in the corner. She's got one tonight. She's got two. 14-11 the score. Henley in front. 2:28 to go in the first quarter. Taylor Young backs it up behind the arc. Now gives it up to Fernandez. Left-handed dribble. Brings it to the block. Then picks it up. Gives it to Young. Cutting inside. Her shot no good. And Michaela Schroeder pulls down the rebound. Shade fires the pass ahead to Campos on the left side. They give it to Modine in the corner. Then Campos gets it back. Had trouble with the pass for a moment and then recollects. Senya rifles the pass down low to Schroeder, but it's tipped away by Crater and into the hands, I believe, of Autumn Jackson there on the far side. Pass comes down underneath to McKenna Hyatt. Off the glass, no, it won't go. Rebound falls to Schroeder. Henley coming the other way. Pass goes to Senya Campos. She tries a left wing three. It's true. 4 points for Senya Campos. Henley back out to a 6-point lead. It matches their biggest of the night so far. 1:38 to go in the first quarter. Taylor Young step back mid-range from the left elbow. Misses wide right. And Senya Campos pulls in the rebound. She gives it up to Modine, who crosses the timeline here for Henley. Modine now at the left-handed dribble. Rolls it to Campos. Campos gets to the baseline. Up with a tough shot, and the shooter's touch allows it to drop for Campos. 6 points for her. And now a 19-11. Henley lead, 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Taylor Young with it now, center court. Brings it along the left side, guarded by Gretchen Sheen. They throw the pass to Fernandez. Between the circles, she gets a left-handed floater up from the free throw line. She gets it to drop, and she's shooting one more. That was a tough finish. That time for Fernandez, and she gets a free throw for her effort. Lily Fassell, Shoshani Pappas, and I believe it's Ladner who came back in for Henley. We've also got a sub for Crater. It's going to be Addison Griffin returning to the game, and she'll replace McKenna Hyatt. Free throw from Fernandez, hits back iron. The rebound tipped around, grabbed by Pappas, and she's going to bring it up the floor. Pappas now at the left-handed dribble, guarded tightly by Fernandez. She'll give it up to Shade. Now Shade trying to direct traffic. High between the circles, now into the wing to Ladner. Ladner brings it up, center of the floor, guarded tightly by Taylor. Now to Pappas, she tries to drive the right side, picks up the dribble, outside to Shade, in the corner to Fassell. A three is good. Henley is on fire from downtown tonight, and there's a foul. Are we counting the bucket? I think that's what we're waiting for. Yes, we are counting the bucket. Fassell gets three. The foul is against Crater, and so they get a possession back because of it. That foul was charged to the senior Autumn Jackson. Shade to inbound. Gets in the corner to Fassell, steps back, thought about another one, but instead gives it up to Ladner. Ladner drives the right side, kicks it to Pappas in the corner. Tries to roll the pass to Fassell. Had trouble bringing it up, but she does collect. One step inside the arc, pulls from the mid-range, and Fassell with a 5-point possession. For all intents and purposes, a great job there for Henley, and they lead now by 11 with 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Autumn Jackson tries one from the mid-range to respond. She's not going to hit. Schroeder gets the rebound. Henley has 5 seconds. Shade tries to roll it out. It's picked up by Crater. No one is going to get a shot off to end the first quarter, but Henley is catching fire from downtown tonight. They had 5 made triples in the first quarter, and they lead 24-13. Back with second quarter action next on mybasin.com.
Wait, all I do is wait. So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place that feels as good as home. And then I heard your voice, I know you're coming home. I know
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Bring you back into the second quarter, already in progress tonight. Crater starts with the basketball to begin our second quarter, a game in which Henley leads 24-13. Fernandez driving inside. She is going to travel. And a turnover is going to give Henley the basketball. Preston Shade has it in the backcourt, trying to find a way up front. With the aid of a Fussell screen, she finds it, tries to throw it into traffic down to Schroeder, but the ball's turned over. Taylor Young racing ahead for the Comets, and she gets in close, unable to score. And the rebound falls to Gretchen Sheen. Then they've got Shade trapped underneath. Nearly a turnover, but Shade is able to get the loose ball. Racing ahead for Henley. Shade takes it all the way in. Nearly travels. Might have gotten away with one. Her shot in close is not going to fall. And Crater working the other way. Taylor Young stepping in close. Again, unable to hit the shot. Loose ball falls out to Gretchen Sheen. She's got a fast break opportunity. She won't waste it. 26-13, Henley in front of Crater. 6:52 to go in the first quarter. Pass goes over to Addison Griffin. Now underneath to Taylor Young, fighting contact, skates to the rim and scores. Tough bucket that time for Taylor Young. She's got 6 points. Her team trailing 26-15 against the Henley Hornets. Preston Shade into the front court, bothered all the way up by Fernandez. Then she gives it out to Sheen. Sheen, a straightaway triple. She leaves it short, and the rebound is pulled in by Griffin. Ahead to Jasmine Fernandez. Then she throws it near side to Taylor Young. Triggers a three, no good. Schroeder gets the board. Throws it ahead to Preston Shade. Into the front court now for Henley. Shade has it on the right side. On the corner to Sheen. Back to Shade. Now to Modine. Modine thought about a triple. Puts it on the deck. One step to the right. She pulls up. Unable to hit. The rebound tipped out of bounds. Possession is going the way of the Comets. Modine checks out. And Sheen checks out. And Fussell checks out. So Campos, Ladner, and Pappas into the game here for Henley. Jasmine Fernandez on the left wing. Dribbles waist high in her right hand. Lofts it to the right side. Gets it to Plankenhorn. Gives it right back to Fernandez. A left-handed scoop shot lay-in is good. And Jasmine Fernandez now has 9 points in the contest tonight. Here is J.C. Ladner the opposite way. Tries to use the glass to score. Is unable to do it. Taylor Young ahead now for the Comets. Throws the pass to Fernandez. Near side wing. Tries a three. Unable to hit from that spot again. And Shoshani Pappas gets the rebound. She rolls it ahead to J.C. Ladner. Ladner loses it. And it's picked up by Shade, only for her to have it poked free by Crater. It goes out of bounds. Henley keeps possession. Again, this is one of those things it's good for Henley to experience. Skyline Conference teams aren't pressuring Henley like this defensively during the season. And right now, the Hornets are handling that pressure by being able to make a lot of three-pointers. Shade has it at the baseline, tries to throw it into Campos. It was tipped out by Crater. It'll stay Henley basketball. Gretchen Sheen has a made triple this quarter. Just under 3 minutes gone. Inbound pass goes to Shoshani Pappas. It was poked free by Brinley Young. A really athletic play there by Brinley, but she tips it out of bounds. It'll stay Henley ball, but she had to really get up there to disrupt that pass. Ladner now to inbound from the near sideline. Ladner trying to find anybody. Gets it to Campos in the backcourt. Campos brings it up. She has it now along the left side. Tries to get it to Pappas, but it's poked free by Brinley Young, and she's going to have it along the far side of the floor. Young trying to dribble past Ladner, finds some room on the right side, trying to give it up underneath. Taylor Young is going to get fouled on the floor. So no free throws coming up. Crater will inbound. And to do it is Jasmine Fernandez. Again, she's got 9 points tonight. Quick inbound to Taylor Young. She hangs in the air and scores. She's now got 8 points. 26-19, Henley still in front, 4:43 to go in the second quarter. Inbound pass goes to Michaela Schroeder, gives it up to Ladner. Ladner racing ahead, tries to dish the pass to Campos, but it's taken away by the Comets. Jasmine Fernandez into the front court, skates all the way in, but can't score, too strong on the lay-in. Schroeder gets the rebound, gives it ahead to Shade, now in the front court to Senya Campos. Campos tries to heave it across the court to Shoshani Pappas. A loose ball is kicked out of bounds by Crater. It was Addison Griffin who it last touched as it went out. It's been a mad scramble for the basketball in this one. Kennedy Modine checks in. Gretchen Sheen's back. For Crater, I want to say everyone stayed out there. Actually, sorry, McKenna Hyatt into the game. Kennedy Modine takes the inbound pass, trying to back down Brinley Young from the right side. They get it to Schroeder. Schroeder loses it for a moment after it's poked free by Hyatt, but she recollects, stays cool, and scores in close. 28-19 the score. Henley in front halfway through the second quarter. Taylor Young with it at the Henley half-court logo. Throws it to Jasmine Fernandez on the near wing. Fernandez to Brinley Young off a screen, but she can't handle it. Kennedy Modine in transition. She will score. 30-19, 3:48 to go in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies that the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Josh Eldridge back with you tonight from Henley High School. Appreciate you finding our stream wherever you are and however you're grabbing it, whether you're just streaming it on YouTube or on mybasin.com. Maybe you got it on the big screen at home. Appreciate you. If you're a Crater fan, thank you for finding our stream. Thanks for everyone who shared it around to make sure we could bring you tonight's exciting action. Right now, Henley leads 30-19, 3:48 to go in the first half. Crater bringing the ball up the floor, led by Taylor Young. Young throws it on the near side wing to Autumn Jackson. Jackson tries to get the pass off to Brinley Young, poked free by Kennedy Modine. Thought about slowing things down for the Hornets. Modine drives inside, loses it. Schroeder picks up the loose ball and resets things for Henley by getting it out to Senya Campos. Now to the hands of Preston Shade. She kicks it to Modine, near wing for three. Modine tries to bank it in, can't quite connect. And the rebound is going to fall to Jasmine Fernandez. Pass ahead to Taylor Young. She whips it in the corner to Jackson for a mid-range. It's not going to go, and Schroeder wrestles away the rebound. Nearly had it poked free from behind and instead gives it ahead to Preston Shade. Shade in the middle. Great find to Sheen, but she wasn't in the right spot to score. Still, though, a great pass. Taylor Young into the front court for Crater. Loses it on the drive. Recollects. Back up strong, and she's fouled. Taylor Young to the line for a pair. What a high school career she has had, the senior for Crater. She's already committed to go play at Oregon State next season. Started at South Medford High School as a sophomore, won a state championship with the Panthers, then transferred to Crater for her junior year where she won a state championship with the Comets and 5A Player of the Year. And only this year has she improved. She's added about an extra 10 points per game this season to her scoring. It's really impressive. And she sinks both free throws there, makes it a 9-point game, 30-21. 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Shade throws it to Fussell. Fussell backs back out to Shade on the wing. Shade driving in against Jackson, spins in close, her shot up, she's fouled. And I think this is going to be a foul on the floor. And it is. Henley will inbound. Preston Shade gets it in quick to Modine from the left block. She gets it quickly back outside to Shade for three. Rattles in and out. Schroeder gets the offensive board, goes back up, is unable to hit it in close. And Crater gets the rebound. Taylor Young into the front court to Fernandez on the near side. Drives in against Lily Fussell. Throws up a wicked shot that doesn't go. But on the rebound, McKenna Hyatt is fouled. She'll be shooting two. 30-21 the score. Hyatt to the line for a pair. 2:21 to go in the first. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Geno's on East Main Street. Open up every single morning at 6:30, serving up their famous breakfast burritos. Those are served all day long, along with other menu items like burgers, monthly specials, and Italian favorites. You can order online at ilovegenos.com or have it brought to you on DoorDash. First free throw is no good from Hyatt. The second one is good. It rolls around the rim and drops, and so the score 30-22, 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Preston Shade races in for Henley. Along the left side, kicks it to Shoshani Pappas. Pappas drives the left block, goes up strong with a shot. It's not going to go. The rebound is collected by Jackson. Here come the Comets, led by Taylor Young into the front court. Through 4 Hornets. She shoots a shot. She gets fouled, but an aggressive take by Taylor Young. She had a couple of free throws earlier in this quarter, sank them both. She's got 10 points and 2 more coming up at the line. Hasn't really been hitting the shot from the field tonight. She's taken a number of threes, hasn't connected. She scored in close, but if you feel like the shot isn't falling from the field, a great way to score still is by getting to the free throw line. And after missing the first, she'll make the second. 3 for 4 on the game, and she brings her team back within 7. Preston Shade ahead for Henley. Gets it behind her back, then picks up the dribble. Trying to find someone to get it to. Finds Schroeder on the extended right arc. Gives it back to Shade, dancing in amongst the trees. Throws up a shot, not going to fall. Gets her own miss, though, then finds Pappas on the left side. Pappas driving in against Autumn Jackson. She'll take too many steps and travel. Crater ball, 1:40 to go in the second quarter, 7-point game. Taylor Young. Driving left, aided by a Hyatt screen. Then she takes another Hyatt screen going right. Gets around Fasels, pulls up from the free throw line. It's not going to fall. Fasel gets the rebound. Brisk pace here for Henley. They throw it to Pappas on the left wing. She drives right by her defender. Strong take. Pappas scores 2. Back out to a 9-point Henley lead. Taylor Young again in between the circles, guarded by the freshman Shoshani Pappas. Left-handed dribble. Denies a Hyatt screen going left. Under a minute to go now in the second quarter. Young throws the pass on the wing to Plankenhorn, then to Brinley Young. Now Young driving in, gives it to Autumn Jackson. Her mid-range shot blocked by Pappas, and it goes out of bounds. Great effort for Shoshani Pappas, and now that leaves Crater with a short shot clock. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 44 seconds on the game clock here in the second quarter. Inbound pass goes to Taylor Young. She's got 5. She's just going to pull one up from downtown and knock it down. Confidence building shot there for the OSU commit. Makes it a 6-point game. 35 seconds to go in the second quarter. Brinley Young to inbound for Crater. Looks in the corner to Autumn Jackson. She gives it right over to Taylor Young. Less than a second separate shot and game clock. Pass on the interior to Plankenhorn. It rattles out. She gets her own miss and gets fouled. Plankenhorn to the line for 2. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. They use a modern and research-backed approach to physical therapy to ensure you see both a reduction in pain and enhanced mobility, getting you back to peak levels of optimal health and wellness. Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance has been treating athletes of all ages since 2020. First free throw good from Plankenhorn. The sophomore has another one coming. And that one's good too. 4-point game, 32-28. Crater nearly with a steal on the inbound. But they just tip it out, and Henley gets to keep it. Shot clock will be off once the ball is inbounded. Fasel will do it. Crater on a press. Trying to get it to anybody. They find Modine. Modine bounces it ahead to Fasel. She'll be the one to cross the timeline here for Henley. Fasel from the left block, off the window and in. Fasel now with 9 points. And there's 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. Henley up by 6. Now with 8, Taylor Young with 7, moving left, has a double team with 5, with 4, a step back 3 is good. My, oh my, what a way to end the first half of play tonight. Taylor Young, back-to-back triples for Crater, closes the gap at 1 point, an 11-point game. Now only 3, 34-31. Henley in front as we go to halftime. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Hey, I'm Jason with Elevate Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Performance. Thanks for joining us. Elevate started in 2020 as a dream. I wanted to open up a clinic of my own, really had a heart and a passion to treat athletes of all ages, and got the opportunity to do it. And wow, this is what's happened. One of the best parts of this job is that we get to work with all the student athletes on field, at their contests, at their games all around the county. Specifically when you're working with dancers, right, we've got like particular ways of movement that we don't want to necessarily correct, because dancers have a very specific way of moving that's important for their athletic performance. At Elevate, we're here to get you moving and keep you moving, no matter if you're 8 or you're 80. Feel free to give us a call at 541-887-2030.
The Klamath Basin is beautiful, from shimmering Klamath Lake to rich farmlands to the historic downtown. And with an average of over 300 days of sunshine every year, the Klamath Basin is a great place to be. We here at Basin Media Active have been supporting this community for many years, keeping it entertained and informed with friendly faces and familiar voices. You can stay up to date with the latest news, weather, stream live local sports, and check out our community calendar, all on our website, mybasin.com. And you can download our app for free in your app store right now. Basin Media Active, local, community engaged.
It is halftime tonight at Henley High School, and the Hornets lead the Crater Comets 34-31. Josh Eldridge, glad to be with you tonight for the Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show. Harbor Isles exists to provide a clean, multi-use facility for the advancement of health, wellness, and longevity to its members and the community. We invite you to join Harbor Isles, where they feature top-of-the-line equipment, full-service personal training, and an array of group exercise classes. Let's go ahead and run down the leading scorers for you through one half of play tonight, these unofficial totals. And right now, the team in front, Henley, being led by Lily Fassell. She's got 9 points. Gretchen Sheen has 8. Senya Campos with 6. Kennedy Modine scored 5, and 2 each for Shoshani Pappas and Michaela Schroeder. For Crater, Taylor Young has scored 17 of her team's 31 points. Jasmine Fernandez has 9. Haley Plankenhorn has 4. And McKenna Hyatt has 3. Those are scorers right now for Crater. Henley built out this lead mostly with good shooting in the first quarter. They hit 5 triples in the opening frame. The scoring dried up a little bit in the second quarter. Crater made some good defensive adjustments. They pressured the ball a lot more, forced Henley to turn it over a few more times, something that they're not used to facing in conference play a lot. But despite that, Henley was still able to operate the offense, get buckets when they needed to, and right now they hold a 3-point lead at halftime, hoping that they find their touch again from downtown. That will help them try to close out a win against 5A's number 4 team, the Crater Comets, and the defending 5A state champions. We'll talk a little bit more about these two teams and tell you what else to expect as we continue the week with more prep basketball coming up on Friday night, as well as Oregon Tech basketball here locally. We'll discuss it all in just a bit as we continue your Harbor Isles Tennis and Fitness Club halftime show on mybasin.com.
At Geno's on East Main Street, we're always ready for sports season.
And now is a perfect time to connect with us.
We're open every morning at 6:30, serving simply good food
for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We offer breakfast burritos and burgers all day, Italian family recipes,
monthly specials, amazing desserts, and of course, your choice of cold or hot beverages.
Call 884-6474 right now to place a food order for pickup or use DoorDash delivery.
Or best of all, come dine in with us.
Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
Check out our full menu and all our activities at ilovegenos.com. Geno's on East Main, simply good food.
(34-31) our score at halftime tonight. The Henley Hornets leading the Crater Comets. It's been a good season so far for Henley on a 9-game winning streak coming into play tonight. 8 of those wins in conference play. They have secured at least a spot out of the conference into the postseason. A win on Friday against Phoenix would shore up an outright Skyline Conference championship, and then they'd still have 3 more games to go after that against Mazama on Tuesday the 17th, against Hidden Valley on Tuesday the 24th, and then against Phoenix on Friday the 27th before getting ready for the postseason. For Crater, their season is similar. They'll play Thurston on Friday night this week before challenging Eagle Point on Tuesday. Then they'll play the following 2 Fridays, Churchill and Springfield. That game against Springfield to close out the season is going to be the one to watch for Crater, because Springfield is the only team to have beaten them since December 13th. It had been 11 straight victories for Crater before they ran into the Springfield girls, lost at their place 73-52. Crater gets to host them on February 27th. That will likely decide who the top team coming out of the 5A Midwestern League is heading into the postseason. Right now, Crater ranked 4th in the state, Springfield ranked 2nd, Redmond is number 1, South Albany is 3, West Albany is 5, Crook County 6, another Henley foe, which they've lost to twice. Wilsonville's number 7, Silverton is 8, LaSalle Prep is 9, and Summit is number 10. In the 4A class, Seaside runs the table, followed by Staten, Baker, Marist, then Henley at 5, Cascade, North Bend, Philomath, St. Helens, and LeGrand round out the top 10 in the 4A class right now. As we get ready for second half action in just a moment, Henley leads 34-31. We'll be ready for the third quarter next on mybasin.com.
The cars we drive play an important part of our everyday. Whether we're going to work, dropping off the kids at school, or maybe even on that first date. Vehicles we drive play an important role in all of that. And that's why at Klamath Falls Subaru, we are so passionate about getting you the long-lasting vehicle that you will love. When you come to our store, you'll find that every department is dedicated to caring for our customers, which is why I can proudly send anyone here knowing that they will be treated like family. Stop by and say hi. When you come to Klamath Falls Subaru, you're coming home.
So lonely, I just sigh and moan. Seems like I've been waiting forever, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face, I know you're coming home. I swear there is no place and then I heard your voice. I know you're coming home. I know you're coming home.
This is where unconditional love and immeasurable happiness reside. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Introducing Smith Bates Marcom Solutions, your trusted partner in marketing and communication. We specialize in crafting compelling campaigns, eye-catching graphics, and impactful branding materials.
Smith Bates is like working with dependable friends. They always help us build our professional image.
Through the innovative strategies the team at Smith Bates suggested, we've been able to give the brand at Calor the boost that it desperately needed.
Unlock your potential with Smith Bates Marcom Solutions.
Josh Eldridge back with you here tonight from Henley High School, getting set for the third quarter of action tonight between the Henley Hornets and the Crater Comets. 34-31 the score, Henley in front. led in scoring right now by Lily Fassell. She's got 9 points. Gretchen Sheen's got 8. She's had a really good game, the sophomore from Henley, 8 points offensively. She's also been tasked for the most part with guarding Taylor Young. Now, Young does have 17 points, which is a lot for one half a play. She's a great player. But most of those come when Gretchen was off the floor. And so the sophomore, when she's guarding Taylor Young, had seemed to neutralize her at least a little bit. Crater, though, was able to claw back in late in that second quarter thanks to back-to-back Taylor Young triples. And so here we are with a 3-point game to start the third quarter. Preston Shade, Michaela Schroeder, Lily Fassell, Kennedy Modine, and Gretchen Sheen on the floor for Henley. For Crater, it is Autumn Jackson, Taylor Young, Jasmine Fernandez, Brinley Young, and I believe that's Plankenhorn out there as well. Here's Kennedy Modine. She tries to get the pass off, but it's taken away by Taylor Young. She's going to take it all the way in and score herself. And so now just a 1-point contest. Young with 19 points tonight. She's liable to give you 30 on any given evening, and she's pacing for that here tonight inside the Hornets Nest. Crater tries to operate the ball inside, or pardon me, they tried to take the ball away inside from Henley, but they stepped out in doing so the Hornets get to keep the basketball. Shade looking for someone to inbound to. Is going to find Michaela Schroeder on the right block. Kicks it back outside to Preston Shade for 3. It's in and out. And Michaela Schroeder going to be whistled for a foul, reaching over the back. And a 1-point game, and Crater has the basketball. 34-33, 30 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Taylor Young and Jasmine Fernandez bringing it up for the Crater Comets. Young has it between the circles, gives it up to Autumn Jackson there on the left wing, tries to bounce it to Brinley Young from the left elbow. She scores, and Crater has the lead. Kennedy Modine has it there in the backcourt. Crater pressuring. They give it ahead to Shade. Into the front court now for Henley. Shade on the right side. Nearly lost her defender. Trying to get it in close to Schroeder. Amongst the trees, Schroeder will score. And you can trust her to get in close and make those buckets. She's got 4 points tonight. Henley back out in front by 1. Jasmine Fernandez all alone, cutting at the baseline. She'll give Crater back the lead. 37-36, 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Preston Shade racing in, nearly loses it, kicks it out to Modine. Modine, hassled by 3 Comets, over to Fassell, steps back for a straightaway triple, no. A long rebound will be collected by Preston Shade. She's going to bring it up, fakes a pass to Sheen, opens up Schroeder down underneath, but Crater is going to kick that one away. Results in a kickball violation. Good idea to try to get it to Schroeder underneath, but Crater will take that violation if it means avoiding an easy bucket. Preston Shade gets it into Kennedy Modine in the far corner. She finds Sheen. Sheen thought about a triple, drives inside, gets to the center of the floor. Her layup, no. Her offensive rebound, her put back off the mark. Rebound is out of bounds, last touched by Henley. And so Crater will get it. Couple of subs in for the Hornets. J.C. Ladner and Shoshani Pappas into the game for the Hornets. All right, we're good to go. Taylor Young gets the inbound here for Crater. Young, right-handed dribble, steps back beyond the arc, now moves inside against Pappas. From 13 feet out, rifles a pass down underneath, but a foul. That's going to be called against Henley. I think it was Pappas who held her. And Crater will get to inbound. That's the second team foul for Henley here in this period, and the first for Shoshani Pappas. Inbound to Taylor Young is poked free by Pappas, so Crater will have to do it again here. Jasmine Fernandez to inbound, getting it in quickly to Autumn Jackson. Her lay-in too strong, and Pappas gets the rebound for Henley. Along the right side of the floor, throws it in the corner to Senya Campos. Campos down to Schroeder, saves it from going out, but gives it right away to Crater. Ahead to Taylor Young from the free throw line. She stops, she fires, too strong. Rebound falls to Autumn Jackson. She gets it out to Brinley Young, now in the corner to Plankenhorn. Here's Taylor Young from deep, not able to hit the long three. Plankenhorn gets the rebound again, tries to throw it to Jackson, but it's taken away by Fassell, who gets fouled. And that will stop the action momentarily as Crater commits their first team foul of the third quarter. 5:22 to go, and they've got a 1-point lead, 37-36. Pappas takes the inbound pass. She's got it along the far side of the floor for Henley. Now brings it into the middle. She's going to be fouled on the drive. Charge the foul to Autumn Jackson. And Pappas will inbound. Pappas lofts it head of the key to Ladner. Reins it in. Outside to Campos. Triggers a three from the right wing. It's good. Campos with 9 points, and the made triple puts Henley out in front by 2. 39-37, 5 to go in the third. Taylor Young throws it near wing to Plankenhorn. Guarded there by Fussell, then to Fernandez. She bobbles it, but recollects. Fernandez, guarded by Campos now, brings it along the left side of the floor to Autumn Jackson. Nearly traveled, gives it to Taylor Young. From 13 feet out, she cashes in. Tied game, 39 all, 4:41 to go in the third quarter. Shoshani Pappas nearly breaks the tie on a breakaway layup, not able to convert. Taylor Young along the far side of the floor, pulls up in transition, no good. Schroeder will be fouled trying to get the rebound. Subs coming in for both teams. For Crater, it's McKenna Hyatt. For Henley, Gretchen Sheen, Kennedy Modine, and Preston Shade. Michaela Schroeder and Campos staying on the floor. Sheen to inbound, looks to Modine and finds her. Kennedy pressured on her way up the floor, but is able to break the pressure. Has it now between the circles, switches to her left hand, driving in, steps to the cup, loses the dribble, tries to throw it to Shade, but the pass intercepted by Taylor Young. Young racing ahead for Crater, slams on the brakes, tries to make a move on the inside, misses the shot, gets her own rebound, throws it outside to her younger sister Brinley, who fires from the free throw line. No. How about Jasmine Fernandez from downtown? Another miss for Crater, and this time Henley gets the rebound. Throwing it ahead to Preston Shade. Shade going to slow things down for a moment for Henley, but then she's left unguarded from distance, tries a shot, but it's no good, and then Sheen steps out of bounds. So it'll be Crater ball. Tied at 39, 3:46 to go in the third. Taylor Young bringing it up. Has it right, extended arc, guarded by Gretchen Sheen. She's done a good job guarding Young tonight. They give it up to Fernandez. She tries one from the left elbow. She's had a hot hand this evening, too. She's now got 13 points and gave her team a 2-point lead. 41-39, 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Preston Shade with it now on the left side, is going to hand it off to Modine, top of the key, thought about a three, got her defender to jump, strong drive on the interior, shot's not going to fall, and the rebound pops free into the hands of Jasmine Fernandez. She's got it ahead for Crater, stops head of the key, throws it to Plankenhorn on the wing for a mid-range jumper, it's true. Plankenhorn's got 6 points, Crater out in front by 4. Sheen gets the pass to Campos. Too strong. Campos saves it from going out, but gives it away to Crater. Ahead to Taylor Young. She's going to stop. Pop from three-point line. No good. Gets her own rebound. They give it outside to Brinley Young again. No good. And Schroeder pulls in the miss again. Crater hasn't had the distance tonight from three-point land, but they've been able to score on the interior. Shade driving in. Not able to score. Schroeder, the rebound. The putback is good. 6 points for Schroeder. Henley back within 2, 43-41. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. Here's Taylor Young. Takes the Hyatt screen, then throws it in the corner to Fernandez. They just let her shoot that three. She hasn't hit many tonight, but she hit that one, and that gives Crater a 5-point lead. 46-41, 2:11 to go in the third. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
It's time to reclaim your health and your autonomy. At Heartfelt OBGYN, they focus on you. Their evidence-based approach to care means fewer office visits and a targeted treatment plan to directly address your specific needs. They believe in solutions for their patients, not the industry's profit margin. The providers at Heartfelt OBGYN are committed to serving the community and giving back to the basin. Find them at heartfeltobgyn.com. Heartfelt, because you deserve to be in control of your body and your informed choices.
46-41, Crater has taken a lead here in the third quarter against the Henley Hornets. 5 on the floor for Henley coming out of the break. Preston Shade, Shoshani Pappas, J.C. Ladner, Lily Fassell, and Michaela Schroeder. Can't quite make out who's coming out for Crater just yet, but what sent us to break was a Jasmine Fernandez three-pointer. Gives her 16 points for the game so far, and she's made 2 triples. 5 on the floor for Crater. It is going to be Addison Griffin along with McKenna Hyatt, Taylor Young, Brinley Young, and Autumn Jackson. They're pressuring Henley. J.C. Ladner gets inside and gets fouled. Ladner heading to the line for a pair. Tonight's broadcast on mybasin.com, brought to you in part by the Pacific Power Foundation, whose goal is to support the growth and vitality of local communities through charitable investments. Over the past 5 years, the Pacific Power Foundation has awarded over $13 million to nonprofit organizations. Big thanks to the foundation for coming aboard and supporting our seasonal coverage of Henley basketball. First free throw from Ladner off the mark. The second one is good, and so it's a 4-point game. 2 minutes to go in the third. Taylor Young has it on the left side. Throws it to Autumn Jackson in the corner. Now at the free throw line to Griffin. She throws it to Brinley Young on the right side. Guarded there by J.C. Ladner. Takes a screen going left. Throws it to Jackson in the corner. 18 to shoot for Crater. Brinley Young dribbles to the free throw line. Gives it up to Taylor Young. She's got it at the right elbow. Battles her way inside. Spins to her left and scores. 48-42. 6-point game. Crater leads Henley. 1:27 to go in the third. Fassell is going to go out of bounds, trying to bring in a pass. Crater's going to get it. Here we go. Taylor Young and Brinley Young bringing it up together for the Comets. Has it in the front court. Young takes a screen going left, then steps back. Thought about a triple, then gives it up to Autumn Jackson there on the left side. Jackson looking for Brinley Young. Instead finds Fernandez on a left corner three. It's no good. The rebound is pulled in by Griffin. Her putback blocked by Fassell. Lily into the front court for Henley. Gives it up to Preston Shade. Henley trails by 6. 55 seconds to go in the third. Here's Pappas. Has it on the right arc. Thought about a three, then throws it to Shade. Shade has some room beyond the arc, but then Fernandez closes out on her. Bouncing it to Fassell. A strong take inside. Lily unable to hit. Battles for the rebound, but it's won by Taylor Young. Young racing ahead for Crater. Rifles the pass to Fernandez. She scores with the left hand. 50-42, and Crater in front of Henley. J.C. Ladner along the far side of the floor. Dribbles in, and her shot blocked by Taylor Young. Autumn Jackson now into the front court for the Comets. She dribbles to the left block. Kicks it outside to Brinley Young. Now over to Fernandez. Back in the corner to Jackson. She's going to travel. Crater has been on fire here in the third quarter. Their shooting, their transition, their defense, it's all working together to have built out an 8-point lead against Henley. And here they are continuing to press in the third quarter. It's worked so far for them. Shoshani Pappas going to give it ahead to Campos. Campos beats the press for Henley, brings it along the left side. A nice feed to Shade. Reverse layup is good for Preston Shade. Her first 2 points of the game tonight will close the third quarter. 6-point game, Crater 50, Henley 44. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter of action tonight. Crater 50, Henley 44. And the 5 on the floor for Henley, it's Shade, Campos, Sheen, Modine, and Schroeder. For Crater, it's Fernandez, Jackson, Young, and Plankenhorn. Inbound pass goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Henley, so Crater will get it now on this side. And Brinley Young will be the one to inbound. Young will inbound to Plankenhorn, who gives it up to Taylor Young there on the far side. Young drives in, working against Sheen. Her shot is up, and it falls. She's now got 8 second-half points, 25 on the ball game, and it's a 52-44 game in favor of the Comets. Campos shot in close from the left side, not going to go, and Crater gets the rebound. Jasmine Fernandez ahead here for the Comets. Has it with her left hand. Has it poked free by Modine. A scramble for it on the far side of the floor is won by Crater, and then a foul in the open floor will be charged to Gretchen Sheen as she blocked the Comets player for moving up the floor. I think it was Brinley Young. So the Comets will have it in front of their own bench. And the inbound pass goes to Jasmine Fernandez. Gets it to Taylor Young on the right side. Young going to work against Sheen. She's going to lose it. Oh, a foul is going to be called. Some dissenting opinions on the use of the whistle there from both sides, but I believe they got it right. That was certainly a foul. Crater's going to be able to inbound here as they get it quickly to Brinley Young. They feed Fernandez once more. Hard dribble in, feeding it to Plankenhorn in close. Her shot not going to fall, but the long rebound goes to Crater. Jasmine Fernandez tries a deep three, not going to hit. Michaela Schroeder with the rebound. Ahead to Preston Shade. Shade nearly loses it and does lose it. Taylor Young going the other way, guarded by Campos. High off the window, no. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Henley. Crater gets to keep it. They lead Henley by 8. It's their biggest lead of the night so far. Jasmine Fernandez inbounds the pass to herself. That's a page right out of Henley's book. And they go up by 10. We've seen Senya Campos do that a number of times throughout her career, and it just got used against Henley. Preston Shade from the right side, off the window, no. The rebound falls to Haley Plankenhorn, and the Crater Comets come the other way with a 10-point lead. Driving inside, Taylor Young leaves her defender on the dirt, but unable to convert the shot. Preston Shade into the front court. Takes a Modine screen coming left. Now into the hands of Senya Campos. She's going to try a deep three. Campos not going to hit. And the rebound falls to Autumn Jackson. Gives it ahead to Taylor Young. Young between the circles. Left-handed dribble in close. Stops from 10 feet out. They get tied up, and she's going to travel. Subs in for both teams. Lily Fassell replaces Gretchen Sheen. Addison Griffin will replace Taylor Young. Fassell looking to inbound, finds Modine. 6 minutes to go in this one. Henley trailing by 10. Modine racing ahead. Has it now between the circles, front court. Right-handed dribble with Modine. Rifles the pass near side to Fassell. Trying to go to work underneath against Griffin, but then backs out. Gives it to Senya Campos. Lofting it to Schroeder in close. She's unable to score the first time. Second shot, no good. No whistle down underneath. Schroeder certainly taking some contact, but here comes Crater the other way. Brinley Young is going to throw it on the wing to Fernandez. Has it left side. Denies a screen going left and then hands it to Brinley Young. She dribbles into space, kicks it outside to Griffin, who will travel. Lily Fassell will inbound here for Henley. Gets it to Shoshani Pappas. Pappas driving the right side, goes between her legs, gets to the right elbow, in close to Schroeder once more. This time, Michaela will cash in. The score 54-46, 5 minutes to go. Rifling the pass ahead to Plankenhorn, down underneath to Griffin. Unguarded, she can't hit the layup. Rebound falls to Fussell, an opportunity for Henley. Fussell from the wing gives it up to Ladner. Ladner lofting it into Schroeder again. Michaela Schroeder off the window and in for two. Score 54-48. Henley closing the gap here. 4:45 to go in the fourth quarter. Brinley Young denies a screen, drives in, right-handed floater is good. That's a pretty shot from the freshman. She's got 4 points tonight. Henley working the other way. Preston Shade by her defender, and she matches it with an equally beautiful shot of her own. 56-50, 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Brinley Young with it now. Driving against Pappas, freshman off freshman. Young can't score. The rebound falls to J.C. Ladner. Races ahead into the front court and then slams on the brakes. Ladner gets rid of it to Pappas. Jab step left, goes right, kicks it to Fussell from the wing. Fussell goes up and loses it, although it was last touched by the Comets on its way out. Henley gets it back halfway through the fourth quarter. They trail by 6. Timeout called, we'll take it. 4:03 to go to be exact. 56-50 to be exact. Back with more next on mybasin.com.
Pacific Power works day in and day out to power our communities because we know our neighbors rely on us. We're trimming and clearing branches around poles and lines, protecting our system, and giving you real-time updates when storms roll in. You can count on us in all seasons. 24/7, we're here for you. Powering your greatness.
Henley trails Crater 56-50, 4:03 to go in the fourth quarter. 5 on the floor for the Hornets. Shade, Pappas, Sheen, Fussell, and Schroeder. For Crater, it is Fernandez along with Young, Hyatt, and I believe that's Plankenhorn out there as well. Henley starts with the basketball. Shade, ball high above her head, gets it to Pappas, driving in. Pappas off the glass, no. The rebound up for grabs, won by Taylor Young. Here comes Crater with the lead. Exactly halfway through the fourth quarter. Jasmine Fernandez has it straight away, well beyond the arc. Throws the pass to Taylor Young. Right elbow against Sheen. Battles inside and scores in close. 58-50. 3:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Pappas into the front court. Goes to work against Fernandez. She's fouled. Pappas to the line for 2. That last bucket, by the way, for Taylor Young, 27 points for her tonight. 10 of them here in the second half. Pappas trying to close the gap. She will miss the first free throw. She's got 2 previous points on a made field goal in the first half this game. Second one coming up for show. It's good. 58-51, 3.5 to go. Taylor Young dribbles into the middle of the floor, kicks it outside to Brinley Young, whips the pass to Fernandez, down underneath to Hyatt. She can't control the pass. Henley comes up with the turnover. Shade rifles it ahead to Pappas, tries to dish it to Sheen underneath, back out to Pappas in the corner, a long 2, won't fall. The rebound is picked up by Taylor Young here in the near corner. Crater coming the other way. Comets and Young dribbling the left side. She's going to dribble in. Slams on the brakes on a dime and scores. Score now 60-51. 2:55 to go. Shade gets rid of the pass just in time to Pappas. Thought about a triple, then thought twice. Now over to Shade once more. Taking a screen, going right, trying to drive inside, then picks up her dribble to Fussell in the middle of the floor. Fussell and 1! Off the glass and in for 2. Lily heading to the line for 1 more. She was vital in the first half. 9 points. That her first bucket, though, of the second half. Couldn't have come at a better time for her, and she's got an opportunity to make it a 2-possession game with a make here. She does. 60-54, 2.5 to go. 2:37 to go, to be exact, here in the fourth quarter. Taylor Young Into the front court here for Crater. She dribbles into the middle, goes up quickly and scores. Man, she cannot be denied in the late going. Crater back out in front by 8. Preston Shade with it now. Has it poked free, loses the basketball. A scramble for it is won by the Comets. Taylor Young bounces it to Brinley Young. The 1-2 punch won't work. Young gets the own rebound, goes back up and gets fouled and one. Taylor Young now at 33 points. She's 3 for 4 at the free throw line. She makes it. 65-54. Into the front court goes Gretchen Sheen, right by her defender, off the glass, it won't go. And Crater gets their rebound. The well drying up here for Henley down the stretch as Crater looks to close this one out as we cross the 2-minute mark remaining. Taylor Young driving in against Sheen. A beautiful feed to Fernandez. The shot blocked by Sheen. Taylor Young gets the ball back. Dribbles in amongst 3 Hornets. Kicks it out to Fernandez. Fernandez dribbles to the free throw line. Crater is resetting. They've got 9 seconds to shoot. Brinley Young takes a screen going right with 5, with 4, drives in. Her pass into no man's land, taken away by Modine. Kennedy stops at the arc. A transition 3 won't go. And the rebound is pulled in by Crater. Taylor Young going to walk the ball across the timeline for the Comets. 65-54, a minute 12 to go. Young guarded by Schroeder. Drives to the left, now backs back out beyond the arc. Stops top of the key, throws it to Brinley Young, now with 10 to shoot. Steps to the left, Young gives it up to Taylor Young, now with 5, with 4. Young drives to the right with 2, she scores again. 67-54, 46 seconds to go. Modine drives in, loses it on the way up, ball goes out, last touched by Crater. Checking out of the game is McKenna Hyatt. She'll be replaced by, I believe, Addison Griffin. Lily Fassell, top of the key, 3, it's good. 10-point game. 37 seconds left to go. Timeout on the floor, we'll take it. Back with more Henley basketball next on mybasin.com.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Oregon, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
37 seconds remain, and Crater with a 67-57 lead over the Henley Hornets. Henley battled valiantly through the first few minutes of this quarter, but boy, did Taylor Young really take over this game late. I believe she's at 35 or 36 points. I'd have to do the math to be exact in our post-game show. She has had a monster game. Stick with us for a brief post-game show coverage tonight. We'll break down our leading scorers, tell you what's next for both teams. As Young immediately gets fouled, we'll see if Henley tries to send her to the free throw line with 37 seconds left. See if they can get a few extra possessions in here, and Taylor Young will take the inbound. 2 seconds separate shot and game clock. She is fouled. She drives inside. That should be the fifth Henley team foul, so this means free throws coming up for Taylor Young. A chance for more points for the reigning 5A Player of the Year. She'll be joining the Oregon State Beavers in Corvallis next season. Boy, sometimes, you see certain types of athletes and you say, boy, they're really good at the high school level. They could play at the next level. And then you see someone like Taylor Young, who's committed during her junior season to go play Oh, at Oregon State. I mean, she's just a generational player. It's been a true pleasure to watch her here tonight. 24 seconds remaining. She made both free throws, 69-57. Henley spins in the opposite way, is unable to make the shot in close. Schroeder with the rebound, no. Fasel with a third chance, no. And this time, Crater is going to get the rebound. 12 seconds to go. And it looks like we are going the opposite way for some more free throws. Haley Plankenhorn to the line for a pair. She is 2 of 2 at the free throw line tonight, has 6 points. And Gretchen Sheen will take a seat on the bench. That wound up being her 5th foul. She's had a good game tonight. 8 points, all of them in the first half. She had the tall task of guarding Taylor Young. She did great in the first half, but again, Young is just a really talented basketball player and tough to keep up with her for 36 minutes, and so she wound up having a really strong second half tonight. Free throws good for Plankenhorn. It is 70-57. Inbound pass goes to Kennedy Modine. Racing ahead here for Henley. Modine throws up a shot. It's no good. The rebound is won by Crater. They toss it around. Taylor Young going to hold on to it in the backcourt. The Crater Comets come to Klamath Falls. They take one from the Hornets with a 70-57 final. We'll be back to recap leading scorers, giving outlook on the rest of the season next on mybasin.com.
What are the best words you can hear tonight?
Order ready for Susan.
And if you hear those words at Abby's, you know it's going to be a legendary meal. Your pizza is loaded with toppings to the edge, premium ingredients, and real cheese. Yeah, baby. Gather with friends, play some video games, and watch the big game on TV. That's made Abby's a legendary pizza tradition for generations. And when you're ready to hear those magic words,
Tom, your order's ready.
you know where to go. You're always welcome at Abby's.
There's something special about this place. It's more than the quiet mornings and the open skies. It's more than the scenery. It's the people. Around here, people still wave when you pass by. They check in when something's wrong. They show up when it matters. At Sage Credit Union, we're proud to live and work in a region that believes in each other. A place where neighbors lend a hand, small businesses thrive, and generosity runs deep. We believe that being part of a community means giving back to it, not just with dollars, but with time, effort, and heart. That's why our employees earn paid volunteer time. That's why you'll see us at food drives, fundraisers, and the local fair. We show up for our community. This isn't just where we work. This is where we live, where we give, and where we grow. Right here, in the coffee shop, at the fundraiser, and in our local branch. At Sage Credit Union, we've found our people. We'll see you around town.
Over the last year, you've heard and seen the advertisement for God's Gifts 2, a local photographer who travels to high school sporting events and takes individual and team action photos at a great price. Something you may not know, though, is that the money from God's Gifts Photography supports 6 children in Kenya who Annalisa has met on mission trips. If you'd like to capture your athlete in action and help support these kids, call 541-281-2206. Search God's Gifts 2 on Facebook.
Josh Eldridge welcoming you back to mybasin.com. Our final score tonight, the Henley Hornets fall to the Crater Comets 70-57. We've got some unofficial leading scorers for you tonight. Taylor Young leading the victors tonight. Again, unofficially 38 points for the senior in a win tonight at Henley. Jasmine Fernandez had 20 points. Haley Plankenhorn had 8 and 3 for McKenna Hyatt. Your scorers for the Crater Comets. For Henley tonight, they were led by Lily Fasel. She had 15 points. Michaela Schroeder had 10. Senya Campos had 9. Gretchen Sheen with 8. Let's see, 5 from Kennedy Modine tonight, 4 from Preston Shade, 3 from Shoshani Pappas, and 1 for J.C. Ladner. Your scorers tonight for the Henley Hornets, falling for the second time this season to the Crater Comets. This also snaps a 9-game winning streak for Henley. For Crater, this is their 3rd consecutive win, and they improve on the season to 17-4. And is that 1,000 for Lily? Yeah, 1,000 career points tonight for Lily Fissell. Hey, thanks, Dad, for cluing us in on that clue. Congratulations to her, and great opportunity to celebrate her tonight. She did have a good game, again, leading her team in scoring with 15 points. Congratulations to Lily for 1,000 points. Henley, though, losers tonight, like I was saying, their record this evening will fall to 15-5 on the season. Now back to league play on Friday. They'll be on the road against the Phoenix Pirates. A chance to get back and try to clinch the Skyline Conference on Friday night. We'll be there live from Phoenix High School at 6 o'clock. Crater back in action on Friday night as well. They're back to Midwestern League play against Thurston. Thank you so much for joining our broadcast tonight. Whether you're an avid fan of Henley basketball or you tuned in just tonight to watch the Crater Comets here in Klamath Falls, thank you all the same. Also want to thank head coach Amber Atkinson for the Crater Comets and head coach Randy Denson for the Henley Hornets for, of course, getting with us before the game and getting our starting lineups and our stats and all that great stuff that we needed great coaches to work with, and our athletic director here at Henley High School, Mr. Luke Hammond, for giving us a spot to set up here in the gym. Once again, our final score tonight, the Crater Comets defeat the Henley Hornets 70-57. My name is Josh Eldridge. Thanks for joining us again. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night, and so long and good night from Henley High School.